you are in California, all you have to do is drive east. If you're in Florida, you drive west. And if you're in Oklahoma, Missouri, Kansas, Minnesota, it's an easy shot for you. Get on 35 South and don't stop driving until you get to North Texas, and I'll tell you why. North Texas is where some of the biggest athletes are coming from that are going to these major schools and that are getting drafted. And today I've got a list of North Texas draftees. These are athletes that have played football in high school in North Texas. So we've got a lot of schools represented here. We've got Denton Ryan, we've got Duncanville, DeSoto, we've got Southlake. So let me go ahead and get started here. First, I want to start out with some of the undrafted free agents. The first one is from our town, from Denton Ryan. He's a quarterback, Seth Hennigan. He went to the Jacksonville Jaguars. We've got Jake Majors, who's a center from Prosper, and he's a Tampa Bay Buccaneer. We've got Jaquindian Jackson from Duncanville. He's a running back, and he got signed by the Jacksonville Jaguars also. We've got Jabbar Muhammad, a defensive back from DeSoto, who also went to the Jaguars. So they got a quarterback, a running back, and a defensive player, a defensive back in the undrafted free agent group. So let's go ahead and get on to the guys that were drafted. So we've got Caleb Rogers, offensive lineman from Lake Ridge High School, and he attended Texas Tech. And the Raiders selected him the 98th pick overall, and that was in the third round. He was a 3-star recruit coming out of high school, and he had offers from Arkansas State, Louisiana Monroe, New Mexico, and William and Mary. And he decided to play at Tech, and while he was there, played 61 games and started 51 of those. He played every position but center on the line, which will make him an easy fit in the Raiders blocking scheme. He had a team-leading 1,025 offensive snaps. His overall grade from the Pro Football Focus was 70.8 and a 77.3 mark as a pass blocker. All right, up next we have R.J. Mickens, who's a safety from Southlake Carroll. He attended Clemson University, and the LA Chargers drafted him in the 6th round for the 214th overall pick. While at Clemson, he played 60 games and starting 30 of those. He had 229 tackles, which are 13 and a half for a loss, 7 interceptions, 15 pass breakups, and a fumble recovery. In the senior year, he had 85 tackles, including a career high 6 tackles for loss, and added 2 interceptions with 7 pass breakups. Now we have up Damian Martinez, who's a running back from Louisville. He went to Miami, and he was drafted by the Miami Dolphins. 7th round, 223rd pick overall. He went to Oregon State from 2022 to 2023. And as a freshman, he had 982 yards rushing and 7 touchdowns. And that is just on 162 carries and first team all Pac-12 honors. In 2023, he improved to 1,185 rushing yards on 9 touchdowns with 194 carries. And that gained him the first team all Pac-12 recognition. In his senior season at Miami, in 2024, Martinez rushed for 1,002 yards, 10 touchdowns on 159 carries, but that's an average of 6.3 yards per carry. All right, next up we have Ollie Gordon II. He's a running back out of Trinity High School, and he went to Oklahoma State University, and the Miami Dolphins selected him with the 179th pick overall. As a running back, he's got a powerful running style with versatility. So in 3 seasons, he had 2,920 rushing yards, 585 receiving yards, and 40 total touchdowns. And in 2023, he was a Doak Walker Award winner. And in 2024, he had 880 rushing yards, 13 touchdowns on 190 carries. He had 179 receiving yards, 1 touchdown on 29 receptions, and that is a way for him to contribute. Shamar Turner, defensive back from DeSoto, went to Texas A&M. He was drafted by the Chicago Bears with the 62nd overall pick. Had an exceptional senior year in high school. His freshman year at Texas A&M, he earned coach's freshman All-SEC honors. 2023, his junior year, he was named second team All-SEC. He played in 44 games, amassing 36 tackles, 2 sacks, and 1 forced fumble. And he's going to be a support to their overall defensive strategy there in Chicago. All right, next up is Cameron Williams, offensive tackle from Duncanville. He went to Texas and was drafted by the Philadelphia Eagles with the 207th overall pick. The 2024 season marked his emergence as a starter as he started 15 games at right tackle. The offensive line as a whole was a finalist for the Joe Moore Award, and that recognizes the top offensive line unit. Since the Eagles are known for developing linemen, I think Philadelphia will give him a good environment in order to develop and refine his skills. All right, next up, we have Shedeur Sanders, quarterback, Trinity High School in Cedar Hill. And, of course, everybody knows he went to Colorado. Cleveland Browns selected him, 144th pick overall in the 5th round. Probably everybody knows he started his career at Jackson State University, where he set records there, and then transferred to Colorado in 2023. He does have the school single-season passing record with 4,134 yards, along with 37 touchdowns in 2024, which earned him the Big 12 Offensive Player of the Year award and top 10 finisher in the Heisman Trophy voting. He holds the NCAA record for career completion percentage at 71.8%. Elijah Araujo from Independence here in Frisco. He's a tight end. He went to Miami, and the Seattle Seahawks selected him in the 2nd round, the 50th overall pick. Another outstanding high school career. In 2021, when he was a freshman at Miami, he played 12 games with 1 start, tallying 5 receptions for 86 yards and 1 touchdown. As a sophomore in 2022, he appeared in 4 games before he had a season-ending injury, just finishing up with 5 receptions and 66 yards. 2023, he redshirted as a sophomore. He actually returned from injury to play 4 games and just recording 1 reception for 11 yards. As a redshirt junior, that's when he had his breakout season with 590 receiving yards, 7 touchdowns, and that earned him 2nd team ACC honors. He's expected to contribute immediately to the Seahawks offense. All right, now bringing it back closer to home, we've got Billy Bowman Jr., who's a safety out of Denton Ryan. He went to Oklahoma, and the Falcons selected him with the 118th pick in the 4th round. In his collegiate career, he recorded 11 interceptions, and in the 2022-2023 seasons, he led the nation with 249 interception return yards. That earned him 1st team All-American honors in 2023, and he was named to the All-SEC 3rd team in 2024. Bowman's expected to compete for playing time in nickel packages, bringing the energy and dependability to the scheme. And so now we've got Quinn Ewers, the quarterback of Texas. He went to Southlake Carroll, and the Miami Dolphins selected him with the 231st overall pick in the 7th round. Coming out of high school in the 2021 class, he was the number 1 overall recruit, according to On3. And in December 21, Ewers transferred to the University of Texas, where he became the starting quarterback in 2022. He had a record-breaking 452-yard game in the 2023 Big 12 Championship. In 2024, which was his junior year, featured a 3,472-yard, 31-touchdown season. And he's going to add depth to the quarterback room, but he's going to be up against Tua and Zach Wilson, so we'll see how he stacks up in that quarterback room. And last, but certainly not least, we've got the Heisman Trophy runner-up from Frisco Lone Star, Ashton Jeanty. Of course, he's a running back from Boise State. He rushed for 1,843 yards, scoring 41 touchdowns as a senior in high school. At Boise State in 2022, when he was a freshman, he shared backfield duties, and he had 7 touchdowns with 822 rushing yards. In 2023, as a sophomore, he led the team with 1,347 rushing yards with 14 touchdowns, 569 receiving yards, and 5 receiving touchdowns, and he was named the Mountain West Offensive Player of the Year. Jeanty rushed for 4,769 yards and 50 rushing touchdowns, 862 receiving yards, and 6 receiving touchdowns in his college career. And all of that leads to the awards that he's received, which are the Maxwell Award, Doak Walker Award, and unanimous All-American honors. And he was a runner-up finisher for the Heisman Trophy, as we all know. So I congratulate all these young men. I wish them much luck in the season. So this was a list that I compiled and came up with. If there is anyone that you know of that wasn't on this list, that's from North Texas and was drafted in the NFL, let me know. All right. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for listening. You have a good day.